Our first story for the morning. The Ghana Energy Commission said it has confiscated about 2,700 refrigerators since the commencement of the ban on importation of used refrigerators. The law that bans the importation of used refrigerators became fully operational earlier this year. The Commission recently prevented UK-based recycling company Envirocom from cleaning 57 containers of used refrigerators. The Secretary of the Energy Commission, Dr. Alfredo Fosu Ankrahene, said that its outfit is working to ensure the law is fully operational. Dr. Ankrahene further accused the UK company of recycling and selling to people discarded appliances from the UK.
The leaders and elders of Old Fadama here in Accra want government to help upgrade the community into a more developed one. According to them, residents of the community contribute to the development of the country Ghana, and so attention must also be paid to their needs.
Numerous fire incidents consuming items worth millions of cedis. In October 2013, hundreds of people were rendered homeless when portions of the slum community were gutted by fire. With the year coming to a close, residents have already rebuilt structures destroyed by fire some 3 months ago and are strategizing on making the slum safer. The administrator of Old Fadama, Abubakar Sheikh, said efforts of improving the community has seen roads being provided to ensure easy access.
Really, for quite a long time, we in the community here, we have a population about 80,000 population. By this population is the number we use to tell the government how we are many in the community. And to relocate this number of people will give some big burden to the government. And we in the community, Old Fadama staff, we are deciding with the AMA that they should rather come in and upgrade the community by saying with this number, it's going to be a tough case to the government. And I will take this opportunity to send this message down to the good people of Ghana that this place is called Old Fadama, but not Sodom and Gomorrah.
Old Fadama has been identified as the largest slum in Accra. It occupies 3.1 hectares of land with a population of about 80,000. The place, over the past years, has become a shelter for the youth who have migrated from other parts of the country to Accra and looking for affordable accommodation. It is also a shelter for young females escaping forced early marriages and witchcraft accusations. The settlement is considered illegal, and the settlers are threatened with forced eviction. As a result, they have been denied development projects, a situation the community leaders want changed. Justice Forson's report for Joy News.
Founder of Kumasi-based King Faisal Football Club, Alhaji Karim Kunsa, has denied slapping the flight dispatcher of the Amtrak Air. Alhaji Kunsa was Sunday morning arrested by the airport police in Accra for allegedly slapping a flight dispatcher working with a domestic airline when he was asked to put off his phone. He told Joy News that flight dispatcher confronted him even before they boarded the flight. Alhaji Kunsa admits there was a struggle between him and the dispatcher, but denies slapping anybody. The football administrator, however, admitted issuing threats to slap the dispatcher. Meanwhile, DSP Freeman Tete of the Ghana Police Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Police Service has told Joy News Gunsa has been granted a bail. And meanwhile, Kwekwen Shiboesiakun, the Chief Commercial Officer of the Amtrak Air, has told Joy News Alhaji Gunsa would be banned from boarding any of their flights in future.
Legendary stories about man waging fruitless wars or waging fruitless wars against death abound in many communities, especially in Africa. One of such stories is associated with the people of Kumewu, Bodomase in the Ashanti region, who believe their late chief fiercely engaged spirit of death or the spirit of death in a wrestle and wants the site made a tourist site.
This site is located at the top of a hill in Bodomase. This is where tradition in Bodomase believes Nana Dwentiso engaged death in a fierce fight. The people of Bodomase want the site to become a tourist attraction. Traditional authorities in the community converge here annually to pour libation to the gods. The ritual is performed on the last Friday before Christmas. Natives of all ages climb the Dwentiso mountain, where the chief linguist slaughters a sheep and the meat is cooked for the people to eat. The chief linguist then pours libation and sprinkles mashed plantain, known locally as eto, around the site to spiritually announce the arrival at the site. Prayers are said for the chiefs and their subjects, followed by slaughtering of the sheep. As the women cook the meat, people chat among themselves. The chief is served first and everyone follows. Tradition does not allow anybody to take the food home. Nana Sefa explains the symbolism.
The eti ewo amremu ni se yemfa nam ni bi nkofi obi bia baba bia no ese owi bi mudi bi kan wano oba ye no aduane no mboko gege ni adi nyina ye no obi bia no udi bi kan wano a kire se ye nyina no ye di yi ye ho emusuo na emom enam no se yantima anwekura no e wo se ye gya no bia no a ye di saa afahye no ena obi bia nso a wo bibi adesre ebia nso no edu se ye ba utimi de ensamba ema nana wugina ho ana achame no ho no e de kasa efa ade ntura wohia se ebia nana no nye den emwo won omso e de bo.
So next time you're looking for an attractive tourist site to visit in the Ashanti region, try Dwentiso for an exciting experience.
The 33rd edition of the Kristo Asafo Annual Technology Exhibition has been held with new addition of the technological prowess of Apostle Dr. Kojo Safo as he starts commercial production in 2014. He also called for more practical-oriented education in Ghana than the theory and asked for educational and capacity building with the government.
Some of the new additions include the Kantanka Otumfor 4x4 cross-country vehicle, which is ignited by a walking stick, and the electronic saloon car, which only uses batteries instead of the fuel to run. The two vehicles from the Apostle are the cars that will be produced on commercial basis in 2014. There was also a prototype defense aircraft with a rocket launcher, a defense robot, a robot riding bicycle with a sanitation container, and many others. Speaking on behalf of her father, the MP for Domi Kwabinya, Adjoa Safo, announced that mass commercial production will start by the end of May next year and called for government's partnership.
The plan has the capacity of assembling about 80 to 200 cars per month. And we will start with pickups and Kantanka on 94 4x4 cross-country cars. Saloon cars and buses would be added later on. It is on this front that I call for the states to support through government collaboration in the area of capacity building, purchase and supply agreement for government departments and agencies to ensure rapid expansion and sustainability.
The Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Otinya J, assured of the support from government.
I've already directed my office to liaise with your office because I want to pay you a personal special visit. As a electrical engineer, a science person, I think that you and I have to sit down and work through how we can help to move whatever we saw today from being a concept, from being a pilot, into a reality which can create jobs and also assure our people that it is doable.
The Minister of Education, Professor Jenana Ajiman, also urged the youth to emulate the example by the apostle to ensure their future. The chairman for the occasion and the Accra Metropolitan Chief Executive, Alfredo Ko Vanderpoel, urged the leadership of the various political parties and parliament to get involved with the efforts of the apostle.
If Ghana will realize the next step of our advancement and our development, it will take all parties, irrespective of who we are, working together to move our country forward.
Members of parliament, political leaders, and other dignitaries attended the function.
So kudos to Apostle Dr. Christo Asafo for his innovations. Action Aid Ghana has officially inaugurated a Gari Processing Center for Women engaged in Gari processing at Nasana in the Tyne district of the Bonafu region. The center, comprising a machine room with a processing machine, a washing machine and other facilities, was constructed at the cost of some 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Nasana is a predominantly farming community in the Tyne district of the Bono Ahafo region, mainly inhabited by farmers who grow cassava. Most of the women engage in Gari processing to earn a living. Even though there are hard-working farmers ready to improve on their production, several challenges including access to farm inputs, extension, credit markets as well as transport infrastructure confront them. The new Gari Processing Center is aimed at enhancing the income-generating opportunities of these women. The center will provide the space for the women of Nasana to work together and organize their activities for better market access and better pricing for their Gari. Akosia Mansa and her daughter, who shared their experience with Joy News, hinted that they have been in the business for some years now and would be glad to work in the new Gari Processing Center. The leader of women engaged in Gari processing at Nasana, Abena Chere, appealed to Action Aid to provide them with a storage facility and other necessary equipment. The Bono Ahafo Regional Manager of Action Aid, Christiana Amachi, stated that it is important that smallholder farmers are supported to generate income to sustain the needs of their household. She further observed that linking farmers to the market should be a priority for an agricultural program in the country.
Traders at the San Yani Old Market are complaining of low sales during the Christmas season. They say a refuse dump located in the middle of the market is scaring buyers away. Nesta Kafui Ajamwa sent through his report.
The San Yani Old Market serves as a major trading ground in the San Yani municipality. People come from different parts of the Brong-Ahafo region to do business here, but traders say business is slow because of this refuse dump. Traders say they often quarrel with residents who insist on dumping refuse in the market, even if the allocated bin is not full.
Now what you call on fire? Before home, I Pesca. Really, I'm a for no much body. I'm a with Hanasan Katua. A timber say, Cancan, you put my taddy, or would you know somebody who walk among maybe Tibet, Bola, no surprise. How would we have met double swinging and the audio? My dear Quiet Tobacco. Now, I'm in the bar, but you make 10,000. No boys inside, so number. As I am Mabu, and never in fear going up. I'm me before. Some can be before. And she and to life one pay for that. Yes, Soma.
Our cameras captured these children easing themselves on the refuse dump although there's a public toilet nearby. Another serious challenge is the nuisance of stray animals. The animals constantly destroy the goods of the traders. Meanwhile, the festive fever has caught up with the people of San Yani. An unusual amount of vehicular and human traffic is observed throughout the central business district of the city as families and friends reunite to usher in the new year. Nesta Kafui Ajamat report for Joy News.
Well, now let's turn attention to something tragic, but also got to do with show business. Ghana's classic high-life musician Dr. Pablo Bo has died after battling with sickness at the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital for the last couple of weeks. Dr. Pablo Bo's real name was Kweku Ejapong Danema, and he was born on the 11th of a month in 1951 in the eastern part of Ghana, precisely at Chimmase. In 1968, Kweku Ejapong Danema started his music career by learning how to play rudiments of guitar from Smart and Cancer, Ghana's ace guitarist, and later formed his own band in the former Imo State of Nigeria, standing as the only African music legend who recorded 2 hit albums in 2 hours with Decca Nigeria. Dr. Pablo Bo has had 40 albums to his credit and 35 great hit songs. The multi-award-winning superstar and Africa's legend has worked with great names like Okuku Seku International Band, All Brothers Band, the Kusum Agroma Drama Studio, now known as the National Theatre, the Smart and Cancer musical group, and has toured and musically explored countries like Nigeria, the Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire, United Kingdom, Italy, and Holland.
Ghana's classic high-life musician Dr. Pablo Bo has died after battling with sickness at the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital for some weeks now. Dr. Pablo Bo's real name is Kweku Ejapong Danema. He was born in 1951 in the eastern part of Ghana at Chimmase. In 1968, Kweku Ejapong Danema started his music career by learning how to play rudiments of guitar from Smart and Cancer, Ghana's ace guitarist, and later formed his band in Nigeria. Standing as the only African music legend who recorded 2 hit albums in 2 hours with Decca Nigeria, Dr. Pablo Bo has 40 albums to his credentials and 35 great hit songs. The multi-award-winning superstar and Africa's legend has worked with great names like Okuku Seku International Band, All Brothers Band, the Kusum Agroma Drama Studio, now known as National Theatre, Smart and Cancer, and has toured and musically explored countries like Nigeria, Ivory Coast, United Kingdom, Italy, and Holland. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Well, so those are the news we have for you for the morning. Now our top stories. Energy Commission confiscates 2,700 second-hand fridges.
And founder of King Faisal Club denies slapping an Amtrak flight dispatcher.
There's a refuse dump at the San Yani Old Market, and traders are worried it is emitting some bad odor.
And up next is sports, brought to you by Tigo.